AL Shid, all lyrical, still holding it down. You watching B-Shine. Well, I started music writing myself about 1990, 91. It was me and a friend of mine. Like, we were just sitting down one time. We just had nothing but time on our hands. And he was like, you know what? Let's write a rhyme. So my first rhyme that I wrote, it was a joint rhyme. So we made sure like the how we wrote it would fit both of us. So like if I had to rap it, the words would fit my name, and he would, you know what I mean? Like the words would fit his name as well. So that's how we started it. And before that, it was the 80s, man. So, you know, hip hop was fresh. So I used to listen to everything. Yo MTV Raps, I forgot what year it was. But I'm from Roosevelt, Long Island. And at that time, the biggest MCs out of Long Island, were Roosevelt at that time, was Public Enemy. So I remember just walking to school, Terminator X had the white Bronco, man, and he would just ride up and down, bumping that shit in the morning. I'd be walking, and like I always heard like Public Enemy, so that's where my influence came from. And then there was like I said, Yo MTV Raps. They were shooting it by my old elementary school. So like I wanted to go so bad, but my mother, listen, I come from a traditional African home, so she wasn't having that shit. So I wanted to sneak out, got my ass whipped trying to go sneak out to go see Public Enemy at, you know what I mean, Yo MTV Raps. Everything just pretty much came organically how it was. We were doing a lot of showcases. I had a manager at the time, and I was in a group, Chaos, me and my boy Black. So we would just, you know, go out there. Our management would put us out and do stuff. We did a lot of stuff up and down the East Coast, like hip-hop events where before N1 was big, they used to take, drug dealers in the hood used to take the N1 dudes down south and go play other, like, towns and shit. And, like, there was a time that we would do, like, the halftime performance, like, whatever it was, the after parties. Like, we would go do the raps and shit. So like, that was some of the things we did. They weren't with it, you know, but I don't think anybody's parents are with it, like, to say, like, yo, I'm going to be a rapper in, like, the 90s or whatever. They want you to go to school, be a doctor, be whatever else but a rapper. But they were more supportive, like, when I first started doing my first tours and stuff with, you know, they saw I was getting checks. I was, like, 19, 20 years old, coming through with these rap checks. I'm telling my mom, I was like, yo, I'm going to go to, like, Paris for a month. I'm going to go to England for a month. So, like, then she was like, oh, this dude is really serious about the shit. So first tour, terrible, man. I mean, it was cool. It was terrible, though. Like, yo, it was like the first time anybody ever paid us, like, to go and perform. So I was in college at the time. I was, like, a junior in college and shit. And I left for, like, a month because Zone was like, listen. No, I think it was, like, my senior year. I don't know. I know Zone had already left. Man, he was like, yo, listen, we're going to get paid. They want to fly us out. We must have got paid, like, I think the biggest pay was like $200. We were like getting like $70 a show, but we had never been anywhere, you know. So it was like me, Zone, and Hug. So like we were just traveling, doing like these venues, town to town, like, and we stayed in like the promoter's crib and whatever it was. So it was like we were sleeping in like promoter's crib, these small ass hotel rooms, doing these little small venues. I think we did like one venue, but I mean it wasn't the best like financial situation, but it was the greatest experience I had like in hip hop, because that's when I felt like, you know what, I'm doing it. Like, you know, when it comes to the underground scene, it's like, there's a lot more bullshit. There's a lot more that keep it real shit, you know, like, yo, do it for the love shit. Like, yo, fam, we gotta get paid just like everybody else, you know what I mean? So I feel like, yo, we had to handle certain things accordingly. Zone know what I'm talking about. Like, yo, there was a little instances, I think he wrote in his book, like, we had to, like, run up on a promoter, like, throw him down a flight of steps and shit just to get paid, man. Just keeping my artistic integrity, man. I could have got signed to years ago, but I never really wanted to. It's a give and take. Like, you feel like you have to compromise something. And I just never wanted to be that dude, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't care whether I rise or fall, how it's written out. Like, I've always just been authentic to who I am musically. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've had to overcome, just maintaining my integrity musically. Touch a lot of people throughout the world, man. Like, a lot of people have hit me up, like, this internet thing and this whole social media thing is beautiful, because, like, I've had a lot of people from different countries been able to say, like, yo, I remember the summer when you guys did this, that held me down for my summer. Like, I mean, it's one thing, like, when you could be whatever you want to be in life, but when you have an impact on people's lives, like, you never even met before, like, I could say that's the dopest shit I've experienced, you know what I mean? I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa, you know, born in America, but since I've been a child, every year I go back, and, you know, like, so I feel like I have an obligation to do things, with, you know, like, for my country, for my people. So a lot of things. My mother's still there, and I go back and try to help out and do things. Like this year, well, last year, I went back and I've been collecting like books and stuff like that from other people's other companies, and I'm planning to go start open up a library like in my mother's village. You know, so like that's one of the things I'm going to do. Like growing up, I went to a school like it's like for single parent families or whatever the case may be, and for people that just needed the help and assistance. So like I feel like that was one of the things that was instrumental in me growing up. So that's something I just want to, just give forward, like in my life. No reward, you know what I mean? There's no like plaques. No one's like rewarding me for it. That's just something I want to do, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I'm just doing it because I want to do it, you know what I mean? Like it's nobody told me to do it. Nobody's helping me out. It's just something that's funding from my own pocket, you know? I don't know. I feel like Africa needs all the help it can get, or Sierra Leone itself needs all the help it can get. So maybe like if I do something like that, later on there's some kids that can end up, they have an opportunity. They can be somebody or do things, I just was a dude that whatever I set my mind to, I did it. Whatever I said was in my heart just came out. So even if you didn't like me as a person, you respected like, yo, he said he was going to do what he was going to do and he did it. You know what I mean? That's it.